Next game starting soon. Playing some guy named Daniel Naroditsky. I think I've heard of him before. What are we expecting? D4. I know, yeah, Danya's capable of playing Jobava London. Have I played my new idea against him? As we're gonna find out shortly if he's prepared for this. I do have his Jobava London course. I don't think he mentions this move, so I think we're in at least new territory for him. I haven't reviewed this line in a while. I remember the plan is to eventually play f5, f4. I also remember that we can throw in a5, like provoke a3, and then later do things. Yeah, the plan is to play f5 next move. G4. We'll start with a5. I mean, I've analyzed this line with Engine. G4 never came up according to Stockfish, but I'm on my own. Probably bishop G5. Because now with inclusion of a5, a3, queen d2 I take, and then there's a pin. Always have to watch out for queen d6, but okay, knight, rook's defended by the knight. Interesting. So if I take rook g1, there's also e3. E3 might be the best. It's the simplest. Because this way I get a queen trade where the rooks don't get connected. If I took, then rook's defended. But in this case, after take, the king's still on e1. And c5 and a3 both attacked. Doing well on time. That's a good move. It's counterattacking. I can take. Yeah, he's so tricky in these situations, so I'll still have to work for it. And simple move develop. Bishop e5. Let's just improve. So I'm up a pawn. And take first. Rook a5 maybe coming.
Let's watch Daniel Naroditsky, who is playing against I Am Rosen. And I Am Rosen is actually doing well against Daniel. There's b5 here. Will he play b5 is a big question.
And threat is this and this.
Goes knight c5, a move that I also like.
This.
Rook a2. Daniel could still win this game. I think very likely it's going to be a draw
H5.
if Eric plays precise, like maybe H5 on the king up. There's always B5 if he wants to draw as well. Yeah, he does play H5, so take
And if
king
takes
H7,
out, the
king
king
H6.
can
I mean,
start
Daniel's in a
locking up.
lot of trouble here because the rook is behind the pass pawn. A lot of trouble. Very, very bad position. So we got the trade knight e4, king c2, probably knight f6, I guess. It's also knight f2 and a2, maybe.
Playing
knight
safe,
c3
kind of.
back. Just knight g4 and knight h6 should be winning as well.
This rook h2 is almost checkmate.
Not knight e3, because then there's rook h2. Plays g5, another good move from
E3 was
Eric.
oh no, E3 he would mate
Eric,
me.
by
It's
the
so
way, doing
tricky.
very, very well. Just king g7 maybe. Knight e3 also just good. Yeah, just knight e3, and Eric's going to win this game most likely. King g7. Okay, g4, g3 is good. Knight c4 is good. e4 is good. Literally all moves lead to Rome for all moves lead to Rome here for
Up 4 pawns.
For Eric. King g6.
It's a large number.
Just I don't know, g4 maybe. Rook b5, rook b2 also pretty good too. Yeah, now probably just rook b5, rook b2. Witty alien is incoming? I don't know what you mean by that. Rook b5 is pretty straightforward here. Plays b5, which is still good enough. King f7, of course. Eric's got to move a little bit quicker, though. Eric's a little bit too slow here. King f5. I mean, I guess takes are still b4. b4, of course. Why is Eric so slow? Yeah, now probably rook d5 or rook a6. I mean, everything's just good enough. Knight e3, knight d6, rook b7. Eric. g3. And he tricked him with knight e4. Nice move from Eric. Yeah, now of course just knight f6. Dan is going to hang the rook on purpose. Wow, big win from Eric Rosen.
Okay.
Very, very impressive
That took
game
a lot
from
of
Eric,
work.
continuing on his success in Doha.
Kind of sad I didn't have my
wins the
heart rate
second game,
monitor
2 out of 2.
turned on. Oh. I think that was a nice game overall. Like I got the opening prep, which worked out beautifully. Like the prospect of f5, f4, and then it provoked g4, which I think was a little bit too much for white. Okay. Yeah, heart rate over 150. I have to stay calm. Thanks everyone for the energy. I mean, Danya beats me like probably 98% of the time, so we can see. Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe only like 90% of the time, or 85. But not too often I can get a win against him. And he's so resourceful too. Like even, I mean, against most players, this should be like pretty routine win, but it took a lot of work. And it's like if I take the pawn, white just wins. I was aware of this mating idea. It's so crazy to think white could generate a mate threat with rook on a2, knight on e7. Oh, Hikaru commentated the whole endgame. Oh, that's cool. Someone should clip it.